Here come the boys. Y'all ready to go swimming, baby? Come on. Give it up. Get out of that water. I tried telling y'all, it's swim lessons, baby.
Have you ever had a conversation with somebody and you cannot believe it's happening? I mean, you're talking about somebody who knows some of your heroes, someone who's lived a life that you can't even imagine. That is what my conversation was like today with Gary Cederstrom. Gary has been in the Major League Baseball world for 31 years, and he is one of the all-time, I'll say it, greats when it comes to umpiring. His story starts in Minot, North Dakota, but it traveled all over, including 4 World Series, 4 no-hitters. He was there to see Derek Jeter break Lou Gehrig's all-time hitting record, and he was also there to see Derek Jeter's 3,000th hit. He umped 2 All-Star games, and like I said earlier, 31 years in the MLB. Fantastic guy. One of those guys that you could just listen and he could tell stories all day. And I really enjoyed his time. We had been working on this one for a while, but tip of the cap to Gary and some of the things he shared in this upcoming podcast. I truly enjoyed it. But today would not be possible without our sponsors, and leading us off, PSP Network. It's in the game. They've been promoting local student athletes for a very long time. Make sure you subscribe to their YouTube channel at PSP Network. And also that schedule I keep talking about for fall, when it's football time. We actually just had a company meeting this morning talking about some of the scheduling that PSP has coming out. And not only that, but a bunch of us talent with PSP are going to get together and play a little golf. And we're going to, I believe Nick's going to televise it. I might be wrong on that, but make sure you check out their schedule of events at psp.network. Big things coming this winter. I'm really excited to be joining their team again. So shout out to PSP and everybody that I'll be working with. Next up is River's Edge Bar and Grill, located in the heart of the Bakken, Williston, North Dakota. They're known for offering the best happy hour in town, providing unbeatable deals in a lively atmosphere. Guests can also enjoy a variety of entertaining activities, including bingo, trivia, and the very popular Name That Tune. Come on down to River's Edge for great drinks, great food, and great fun. Last but not least, Glosso Angus. That's right, Glosso Angus, baby. A proud sponsor of swim lessons. They're your premier source for registered Black Angus cattle since 1973. Glosso Angus cattle showcase dominance, durability, and docility, and they're built to thrive on the northern plains. Check them out. That's Glosso, Glasoe, Angus.com. Appreciate all the sponsors. Appreciate everybody, whether you're listening on Apple or Spotify, or you're watching us on YouTube. Thank you. We're hitting the road on Monday. We are taking a deep dive. We're going on the deep dive tour of 4 iconic NFL cities. We're kicking it off in Kansas City, 2 days at the Chiefs camp. Then we're heading up to Chicago, 2 days at the Bears camp. And then we're heading to Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We're going to watch the Packers training camp. And then we're finishing up in the Minnesota Viking land on Monday the 28th. We'll have podcasts every day, giving you everything you need to know about your favorite team, what's going on at camp, who's going to be good, and why they're going to be good. I'm really looking forward to it. But before we get to that, got to talk to the great and the powerful and one of the most amazing humans, Gary Cederstrom. Gary, thanks for doing this. Great to see you.
Hey, Dallas, no problem. I mean, that's what I'm here for.
So you go from this historic career with the game of baseball to now, I love this, you're kind of retiring and just taking care of the grounds up at Minot State to keep your sanity, you told me.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's nice and peaceful. Go about doing what we're doing, a little something different pretty much every day and during the day. It could be moving stuff out for athletics, weeding, spraying for weeds, trimming, whippersnapping.
Oh, whippersnapping. I like that.
That's one of the students that works for us. She's a Canadian, and she calls it the whippersnapper. So I started calling it the whippersnapper.
That's a good name.
Yeah. We gonna whippersnap today? Okay. And yeah, then clean up fallen trees, branches, pretty much anything to do.
Always something to do, feels like.
Yeah.
When it comes to that.
When I go back this afternoon, it'll be just straight mowing until like we get done because it's tough to get going right away. Got to wait for things to dry out.
Yep.
So that's where the whippersnipping comes in, and spraying for weeds. The getting down on your hands and knees and picking weeds is always one of my highlights.
Yeah.
That's why I try to be as diligent as possible on spraying for weeds.
Yes. Do it before they come.
Yes. Yeah.
There's something special about, because my parents own a farm in Crosby, and this past weekend I went there and I just mowed for 5 hours and ride lawnmowers. It's like a Zen type atmosphere. I just love it. And there's a sense of accomplishment when you finish and it looks nice. And
as long as you can keep straight lines. When you sit back and your boss comes and goes, "What the heck were you doing there?" Well, I think I was changing radio stations on my headphones or something. And,
yeah.
But he claims that he can't. It's impossible for him to drive a straight line.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, the grass isn't exactly golf course. It's a little bumpy. And then we also have where the old trees used to be that had been pulled years ago. Well, we have holes.
Ooh.
Grass is in them, and you get those, and you're bouncing around. And somebody said, "Well," drove by and go, "Why are you always holding on to the handrail?" I said, "Well, it just kind of gives me a little shock or shock absorber because there's a lot of banging." But yep, and we do all kinds of designs.
Oh, that's awesome.
On the loop, it's one day we did a spiral out.
Spiral out.
Yeah, we started right in the middle.
Okay.
Then just started going in a circle and expanding
nice.
all the way out. And then this last time we started in the corner and did basically reverse, but it was more of a rectangle, square, oblong, parallelogram, rhomboid, whatever.
Yeah.
And we have lots of trees on campus. So that's always a treat to have to go around them and figure out, okay, where am I going from here when you're doing those designs?
Yeah. Oh, I bet.
Crisscross, north, south, east, west, spiral, outside in, angular.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah. Scott wanted to put the big M in the front lawn, and I said, I don't think that one's going to work.
That would be tough. Yeah.
Yeah. We got to get out posts and string and things like that.
Yeah.
I could call my buddy in Boston. He's the groundskeeper there, and he's the daddy.
Fenway?
Yeah, he's the daddy of designs.
Yeah.
And he's written many book on turf care, but his turf is a little bit different than ours.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah. He doesn't have to trim, prune trees.
What did he say?
Huh?
What did he say when you called him? Did he say?
He laughed at me.
He just said that ain't going to work.
Well, you need a roller.
Right.
And things like that to really make it snap. We wanted the photo guy at the college to take his what do you call those? Drone up when we did the spiral, because we had two spirals.
Oh.
I went counterclockwise and he went clockwise, but we never found him. I would have liked to see what that looked like.
Yeah.
This guy.
I got a drone. Just call me next time. I'll come up there.
Okay.
That's like with the game of baseball, one thing that's kind of just a given that's really tough work is the lawn care. I mean, every Major League Baseball stadium looks phenomenal, and people don't realize all the work, everything. It's meticulous too.
Oh yes, they're and on top of that, some are, we'll just say, better than others. But they all love their work, and they do a great job.
Well, listen, man, when I was looking up some potential guests in the city of Minot, you were number one. So it's an honor. Hey, folks, are you craving authentic, mouth-watering smoked meats? Well, let me tell you where to go. It's Bronson's Smokehouse in Beulah, North Dakota. They've been serving up legendary country-style sausage, jerky, and Slim Jims for over 40 years. Order online today at bronsonsmokehouse.com. That's Bronson's, Bronsons, smokehouse.com, and taste the tradition. Honored to get to meet you, Gary. And this is so incredible, this story that you have with growing up here in North Dakota and then making your way into the Major League Baseball world. Start me off and take me back. When did you first get into umpiring baseball games?
Well, it all started when I was a kid. My dad says, you need a job during the summer. When I mean a kid, I was middle schoolish and getting into high school, and I'm going, huh? And so you can work the Little League games. And back then, Little League games were umpired by teachers from this high school that they were college kids and teachers from the high school, and going, Dad, can't get that job. So you push. Well, when I did get on with the rec, but it was a fill-in when one of those guys were gone. And then I was working on the grounds crew. But when I got out of high school, I started umpiring slow pitch softball. And we did basketball, we did football.
Everything.
Yeah. And tried to push a buddy of mine, Jeff Risk. We tried to...
Jeff Risk is a friend of yours. Man, talking about basketball.
Whoa. I shouldn't have even brought up his name. Who?
Well, he's like the head guy of North Dakota reffing when you think of refs for basketball, Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
I think I've heard that name. No, but see, we worked together for all that, and we wanted to get into working high school, college. We wanted to get into college conference, and we were in college at the time, and tried to get into baseball here and down, and working Babe Ruth, and at the time it was called Starlings. That was the 16 team, and then the Legion. That was before the Vistas and the Metros started.
Okay.
But that didn't work out. We needed some experience, and I just got done playing, and so decided to go another route. Jeff we're fraternity brothers, and he's laying on the couch. It was during the Christmas, and we're sitting in the living room playing cards, and he's reading the sporting news. And he says, "Hey, there's an umpire school. Do you want to go?" And I go, "What are you talking about?" He says, "It's an umpire school." There was a Harry Wendelstedt umpire school thing.
Wow.
Ad. He says, "Well, I'll find out more about it." Okay. So then he got that information. He found out there's another school. It was a Bill Kinnaman school at the time. And he says, "You want to go?" Well, I was in my, my 7th, 8th year college. I was right around there somewhere.
Okay.
And I just needed to finish that year, then student teach the next year.
Yeah.
And I go, yeah, well, maybe And then Vince Elgie, he was the head of the department and athletic director. And Mike and I were best friends. His son, he caught wind of it, that I was going to leave school and go to umpire school. And so I got called into his office, and oh yeah, it was definitely
He's not happy with you?
No, it was a close the door moment.
Oh.
Yeah, step in and close the door behind you.
Oh, not good.
Yeah. He explained to me that I'd probably taken every class at the school, been there so long, and then if I left, he wasn't going to let me back in.
Mm.
And I said, "I only got a couple quarters left." We were in a quarter system back then.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Nope, I'm being polite." So I said, "Okay." So Jeff went that year, and he got a job in in minor league baseball.
So you didn't go. You sat
I
back.
didn't go.
Okay.
I finished. I got my degree, finished up the next fall. And so then I went the next year. I figured, what the heck? I'm done with school now. I can go to umpire school. If nothing works out, come back and now we can maybe umpire some baseball. So I ended up getting a job. So I never ended up working baseball here.
Really?
Yeah.
So when your buddy Jeff goes to this school and you're sitting back or he goes to the umpire school and you're sitting back at school, are you like contacting him? Like, what's it like over there? How's it going?
See, now you have to remember.
This is back in the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were still on party lines, on phones,
okay.
and, things like that. It wasn't like,
Yeah.
pick up your phone and,
Text somebody.
text, free minutes, things like that. No, that
Wasn't the deal.
no. So I didn't find out till he came home that, how he did in that camp or that school. And then he got a job in a Pioneer League. And when I came out, that was where I was supposed to go. Originally, we were going to be partners in the Pioneer League. But it was like June 1st that I got a call and I went to Midwest League. Pioneer League was a short A, Midwest League is a long A. So I didn't go. And so I went to the Midwest League. And then the next year we were supposed to be partners again. He was going to be moved up to the Midwest League. And at the end, they moved a guy from California into the Midwest League and he got moved to the Sally League, South Atlantic League.
So you're never together with your buddy?
No. So my third year, we were together for half the season. Then they had to split us up.
Oh.
It was, things were going too smooth for us.
Yeah.
So they needed to split us up. And then the 1 year in Double A, we were together till I went to Triple A. So we were together a month and a half. And then I went to AAA.
How was that? Is that a jump? That's pretty, because first off, what did they teach you at this school?
They teach you all the basics. So you got your rule book and you have classes every day. You have tests, regular tests, like a couple tests a week. Depending on what the rule was, they might be broken up into tests and then at night you have group sessions to go over what wasn't sinking in, and then from there, mornings are always classroom because it's grass is damp down south in the morning. And
not like not like up here in the plains.
Yeah. This is 1st of January.
Right.
So then about 10:30, you head out to the field till lunch, and then after lunch, you go back out in the fields. And then in the evenings, like I said, you can have a class or group sessions or review video. They were just starting to video at that time.
Wow.
They video your cage work, and it worked out good because they keep telling you you're doing this, and I don't feel it. I try to make an adjustment, and then you see it on the video and you go, "Oh wow,
yeah,
okay." So then from there, the goal is to go to an advanced camp. Jeff didn't go to the advanced camp. He got pulled out of the reserve list to get his job. I went to the advanced camp, and that's run by P-Buck, which was Professional Umpire Corporation, and that's the people who evaluate you all year long at that time. And there was 24 of us. There was 24 of us in that school.
How long was the advanced camp?
Week.
1 week. Okay.
1 week. So the classroom thing went by the wayside. It was
all on field.
Yeah.
Wow.
All on field. You're doing it. We were doing it at the Pirates spring training camp, and they had players out there that could make plays. At umpire school, we had potential umpires out there trying to make plays. So there was a lot of, okay, stop.
Yeah.
Okay, stop. You know, anybody who could throw the ball across the infield was the shortstop.
Right.
You know, type deal.
Right.
So we had players, and so that made a big difference. As to, you know, that now you're getting a speed, which is a lot faster than you thought. And you had your cage work the same as you did at the first school, but we spent more time on the field. And then at the end, they tell you whether you're going to go to spring training, whether you're on the reserve list, and they know how many openings they have at that time, and they'll give you an idea where you're going to go.
What did they tell you?
Well, then I was going to go to the Pioneer League. And
so were you kind of down when you heard that?
No,
it was okay.
Yeah.
It's a good experience for you, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I didn't go there. I went right to the Midwest League.
Oh, right.
Pioneer League starts in June. I got called in 1st of June or end of May to move up, and I was like, oh, wow. There's like 4 or 5 guys that didn't go to rookie ball, short A. They went to long A. So it was a boost. But then I spent a long time there.
How many years were you in the league?
I was in that league for parts of 4 seasons. And then I was in Double A for about a little less than a year. And I went to Triple A. So the time I got log jammed in A-ball, there was also a strike at that time too.
What, in the majors?
Yeah.
Wow.
So everybody got log jammed and got pushed back. People who were going to get promoted, who they felt were going to get promoted, didn't. There was only like a couple guys that got promoted to Double A and guys Double A to Triple A. So that kind of held up the promotions at that time, but then things broke loose the following year.
How was the travel when you first get going on this thing? Because it seems like rather not intense, but it's got to be different for you.
Well, at Hardlick, I had the biggest car, and I had one of the Chevy Malibu.
Okay. Yeah.
No AC.
Noisy.
No AC. And I had the biggest car. The other 3 oh, no, wait a second. Jensen had a Cadillac. Yeah. It's like, really, dude?
Driving a caddy.
But in the time that I was there, most everybody had a sports car. Mm-hmm. And I'm going, how do you fit the stuff in there?
Yeah.
And you take your umpire bags. Those are 2 big bags right there. And then the next most important thing is a cooler. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Can't forget that.
And nobody had the little 6-pack coolers. I mean, they were
the big boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, where do your clothes go?
Yeah.
And they just
found a way. Yeah.
Jammed them in there. And so you'd work a game, like say in Wisconsin Rapids, and a night game, and you'd have a game in Burlington, Iowa the next day. And so after the game, you would leave, drive down there, sun's up, you get into town, and you hope they'll let you go into a room.
Yeah.
And if not, then you find a park, fall asleep.
Really?
Oh yeah.
So by the time you're third year, you knew the good parks with the good trees to park under.
Then we had to negotiate with all the hotels to get cheap rates. I mean, I got paid $450 a month.
Wow.
Yeah. So we had to negotiate rates with hotels, and yeah, we did get to stay in a couple nice ones. Mm-hmm. But they were mostly mom and pops.
Yeah.
And they were always nice to us. I think they liked the fact that they never had to service our room when we were there because everybody was sleeping all day.
Right.
Yeah, you'd wake up at lunch and head to town to get some KFC and then come back and watch soap operas in the afternoon.
That's awesome. I mean, Man, $450 a month, and obviously not the same economy back then, but that is wild. So when you're doing this, are you thinking in the back of your mind, okay, Gary, like I'm having a good time doing this. I enjoy being an umpire, but was there always that goal to make it to the majors?
Well, when I started, it was, that's a dream, but I didn't really take it serious until you make it, or a serious thought, make it to AA, because most everybody's pushed out after A-ball.
What do you mean pushed out? Like you're not good enough, or?
Yeah. There's 3 leagues, so 30? There's 30 times 2, 60 umpires in AA. Okay. Well, there's that many in one league or 2 leagues of A-ball. And there's the long season. There was the Midwest League. There was the Cal League. There was the South Atlantic League. There was the Carolina League. There was the Florida State League. There's 5 leagues. Okay. And those 5 leagues are all trying to get into 3 leagues.
Mm-hmm.
So
Gets a little cutthroat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you make it to that 3-league system, what was that like? Good feeling, mixed emotions?
Yeah, it was like, wow.
What how does that work?
Now I might be a prospect, maybe.
Yeah. You inched a little bit closer, but you still have a long way to go kind of feeling. So did they call you in, say like, hey, we love what you're doing, you've shown a lot of promise, we're going to bump you up, or what was that process like?
No, they call you and tell you, let's see, what is today?
17th, Thursday.
17th. Okay. The 19th, you have to be in Holyoke, Massachusetts, and you're driving. So take your car, and you can leave today, after the game today.
Right.
And you have a game in 2 days in Holyoke. You'll meet your partner there. Whew. And
interesting.
Yeah, that's.
Are they paying you? Were you getting paid like mileage at all?
Yeah, you'd get paid mileage.
Okay.
You get paid mileage. If you flew, they would pay for that.
Mm-hmm.
But it was always an advantage to be a driver.
Right.
Because they always needed drivers.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in A-ball.
Yeah.
So if there was a check mark behind your name for driver, they go, okay, keep him here because we get down and we ain't got enough drivers. Well,
yeah, picked up out of the free agency pool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many years did you spend there before you went to the MLB?
Before I signed my contract, it was 18 years.
18 years before you got to the majors.
No, I got to the majors in 10 years.
In 10 years, okay.
But I spent 8 years going up and down.
Wow. How'd you get through that?
Knowing that my paycheck in the big leagues was nice.
Yeah.
And I was making good money with the time that I was going up and down.
Were you having fun?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah, to work. I got to pretty much meet the whole staff, work with the whole staff. So that was good. And so when I got the job, it was an easy slot because you're comfortable with who you're put with.
Mm-hmm. Know everybody.
Yeah.
When you're going through the 8 years, is there a story that comes to mind, travel, anything like that you could share that pops up in your mind when you're kind of going through the grind of this all?
Travel?
Or just a fun game or something that happened during a game?
Oh, gosh.
Throwing a coach out, whatever it might be. Put you on the spot here, Gary.
I think the funniest thing I saw was we were in spring training in Vero Beach, and the clubhouse is 150 yards from the field. Okay, and you got to walk by the minor league fields, and all the fans are parking over there, and they're coming. You're walking with them to the stadium, and we go in the visiting team bullpen to go out on the field, and of course that's where the Dodgers, when they come on the field, they would go through the same way. Well, pitchers down there throwing, and get over there, and sometimes you end up in a conversation with one of the players, the coaches, whatever. And some guys are notorious that they're going to stop and talk. So we're working with Bruce Fleming that day, and Bruce has been at that camp for 50 years. Okay. He'd never been anyplace else. When he started baseball back in, I don't know, he worked here, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
As an 18-year-old.
Wow.
Yep. But we're going on the field, and they play the anthem, and we are always standing down in the bullpen when they play the anthem, and then we start heading down. And we got a couple of young guys with us, and we start down, and they stop and go, "What are you doing?" "Well, we got to wait for Fleming." I'm like, "Well, he's going to stand back there and talk for 5 minutes."
Yeah.
So, well, yeah. So we did a couple starts and stops. I said, "Come on, let's go." And I look back, and here comes Bruce. Yeah. And we're walking further. I look to make sure. Bruce has got to talk to his fans too, because Bruce, right. Yeah, because I mean, he's an institution there. He'd been there longer than Lasorda. And Lasorda comes out about 30 feet behind him. Okay, and I'm going, this is going to be funny. So the fans down the right field line start cheering, yeah. And Bruce is going, and he takes off his hat. He thinks it's for him. And I'm telling the guys, look at this. Bruce thinks that all these people are cheering for him, and Lasorda's 30 feet behind him. Oh, it was priceless.
Yeah.
So we get to home plate, and here comes Bruce. And I go, "Bruce, that was a nice ovation for you." He goes, "Yeah, I'm big here." I go, "Bruce, Lasorda was right behind you." And he looks, and now Lasorda walks by. "Hey guys, how you doing?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, you smart aleck." Oh, it's the best story.
Yeah, that's all time. Thanks for sharing that. Okay, you get to the league. What's the first game like when you get to the MLB?
Well, I was nervous, obviously. But when I was in A-ball, we had an all-star break of one day. Well,
nice little break.
Yeah. Well, we were on our way from Iowa up to Appleton.
Okay.
The White Sox were playing in town. Okay. And I knew one of the guys working the game because he was in my second year of spring training, my second year in baseball in the minor leagues. He was my crew chief. He was a AAA. He was my crew chief in my camp. So we went to see him. And Bill Haller was working, and Russ Getz, and Mark Johnson. And no, I can't remember what the fourth one was. So I been in this. That's where I worked my first game.
Wow.
So I at least knew where the clubhouse was, and how to go out on the field. And I'd met the clubby, so that helped. It wasn't going in totally having no clue.
Right.
More than normal. So that was comfortable. But then there's things that they take your shoes and set them outside the door.
Oh, they're messing with you.
No, they take your shoes and set them outside the door, and the shoe shine guy,
whoa,
polishes your shoes during the game.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah,
what a nice little perk. So after the first game, are you kind of like, okay, I got my feet wet now. Now we go.
No,
No.
no. We actually had a 4-game series, so I knew I was going to get the plate.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, you were behind the plate.
Always going to have a plate job
Right.
during this series. So I was originally going to go to third base. Okay. They were going to put me at third base. That way I'd have the wet stuff on, all my stuff would be soaked on getaway day.
Okay.
Because as soon as the game was over with, they were heading for the airport. Me, I was kind of heading for the airport, but I was heading for the airport to fly back to, I don't even remember where I was. But we got rained out our first day.
No.
Yeah. So now the rotation changed.
Ooh.
Yeah, because we're going to have a doubleheader on Saturday.
Oh.
Okay, instead of going Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, now we're going to go Friday, doubleheader Saturday, and then Sunday. So rotation was switched, and now I got the second game of the doubleheader behind the plate.
Great.
Yeah. Well,
It was okay.
Didn't bother me.
Right.
You know, if they told me I had the first game, okay. Always was that way. You know.
How old were you at this time? 20s?
Man. Let's see. No, I was in my 30s.
You were in your 30s.
Yeah, I was in my
Okay.
30s.
How was being behind home plate during the first game or during your first behind the home plate time?
I thought I was stellar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Contrary to Carlton Fisk.
They knocked you down a bit after?
Well, no, he didn't think I was doing a very good job,
Really?
I guess.
What did he say to you?
He didn't say anything to me.
Oh, okay.
He didn't say anything to me. He hollered out of the dugout and in between innings. All of a sudden, there's something going on, and
Whoa.
the manager was out changing lineup. He was giving me a
Lineup card?
lineup change.
Yeah.
And the next thing I know, there's 2 umpires that are heading over to the dugout, and he says, "What's going on?" I said, "I have no idea." And found out afterwards that Fisk got mouthy.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Welcome to the league.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, I was so you know, anything could have happened out there, and if I wasn't looking at it, I probably wouldn't have noticed it.
Mm-hmm.
Which I didn't on that.
But that's probably a good thing too for you because you got your
Oh, I got it.
The crew,
Yeah,
yeah.
I got it. Yeah.
the crew had your back, I'm sure. And yeah. When a manager acts out like that, what do they teach you in school, and what's kind of the basis to go through when they're upset?
We'll try not to irritate them. You know, don't inflame the situation. You know, hear them out. Give your explanation.
Hear the story. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, if he calls you something, it's a different thing.
Yeah.
But outside of that, you know, you hear them out, and then you decide, okay, you're repeating yourself.
Yeah, sometimes when you get, I mean, I've been guilty of it too, but when you get mad, I'm sure it's like trying to talk somebody down that's so mad, and you're just trying to hear them out, and then they get personal. It's probably like, okay, you're going to get tossed or what? You know, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first time you tossed somebody?
Whitaker, what was his first name? He was second baseman for Detroit.
Okay.
Him and Trammell were the shortstop, second baseman. Yeah.
He didn't like a call and then got too into it?
No, he just told me what he thought. And I said, "Excuse me?" And he said it again. And I said, "Okay.
See ya."
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And he left, and old Sparky comes out and goes, "What the heck happened, Gary?" Well, I'm not going to say exactly what he said, but
right.
he said the magic words. And I said, excuse me, what'd you say? And he said it again. And he goes, well, nobody should be able to call that, especially twice.
One of the heroes of mine growing up, and I'm a Twins guy, Ron Gardenhire. You got any Gardy stories you can share? He was such a unique guy.
I think we're in Seattle, and I guess that my zone was a little wide. And I don't know what inning it was, and Hunter had struck out.
Torrey Hunter.
Yeah.
Wow.
And out comes Guardian. He goes, Gary. Actually, it might have been between innings. And he comes out and he says, Gary, I had to go down to the bathroom, and I was watching the game on TV, and you were calling some pitches off the plate outside. And I go, what? No. And he goes, oh, yeah. I mean, they had to be 6 inches outside. I said, okay, here, we'll make you a deal. You can go back to the clubhouse and watch the rest of the game on TV. And Gardy just kind of goes, okay.
Awesome.
Okay. And he commented on it in the Minneapolis paper after the game. It was,
what'd he say in the paper?
he said it was the most comical thing. He says, Gary told me I can go watch the rest of the game on TV.
Well, I want to read some of these stats about your time. 4 World Series, 4 no-hitters, Derek Jeter's 3,000th hit, 2 All-Star games, and I mean, what a run, what a phenomenal feeling some of those must have been. But there's something in the game of baseball that captivates and trumps everything. That's a no-hitter. Talk about a few of those no-hitters that you were around for.
Oh, wow. Well, the big one was Halliday's no-hitter in the playoffs.
Oh,
and
you're kidding me. I didn't know that was one of them.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I think it was the first batter of the game that got on base and ended up scoring. Otherwise, he had a perfect game.
Wow.
Yeah. And that was the big thing about, first, the last no-hitter, and the sports writer was there. You know what the last no-hitter was in playoff history? And I go, yeah, Don Larson's. And he's like, how the heck did you know?
Yeah.
I go, well, us old guys, we kind of paid attention to history. So that's how I know. But I was working, I think, the left field line in that series, or third base. And it was like, wow. Hey, he was dealing pretty good.
I mean, that's got to be...
and he did it efficiently, few pitches. I had Santana's.
Johan, yeah, I saw that Johan. He is my favorite player of all time. How was that?
Well,
were you behind the plate for that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Johan Santana.
He had, I think if you look, there were some errors in that game that extended the innings on him. And he was getting up the pitch count. And because the pitch count is up on the board. Okay. And I happened to see, I didn't realize till the 5th inning that he had a no-hitter. And on top of that, I can't remember who's pitching for St. Louis. He had a no-hitter going.
Wow.
But he lost his that inning. He gave up a hit. But we're about the seventh inning. I look and I'm going, he's got 3 innings to pitch. And even at 15 pitches an inning, he's going to be way over the 100 pitch limit. And He was coming off, I think, shoulder surgery or Tommy John or whatever. And I'm going up. Don't know if he'll...
Guardy's going to pull him sometime or something.
Oh, no. He was pitching for the Mets then.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
He was pitching for the Mets. Yep. And Terry Collins is managing.
Oh, wow. Another GOAT.
Yeah. And so we get through the 7th. And that was a little bit longer inning, pitch-wise. And then the 8th, and I'm going, wow. He's up at the 120 mark or more. I think he ended up with 135 for the game.
135 pitches.
Yeah. And of course, the press went nuts so because, well, first, it's the first Mets no-hitter. Mm-hmm. And second of all, that he's coming off of
Tommy John or whatever.
Yeah. And next day, as Collins, he comes to home plate, and I go, so Terry, were you thinking about were you thinking about pulling him? He says, I'd have got my ass kicked if I'd tried to pull him. It'd either been by Johan or by the fans. Mm-hmm. And he says, I was hoping that somebody get a base hit in the 7th, and he was done.
Right. Yeah, that's scary. Yeah. You're a stud pitcher too.
Yeah. And, how do you cheer against your own player?
Right.
How can you, I felt for the guy.
Yeah.
6 one, half dozen the other.
Yeah.
So, it was kind of strange.
Yeah, man.
He got ripped up in the paper about how can you let him do that, and then they're in the same article celebrating the no-hitter.
It's a lose-lose.
Yes,
if you're him. Yeah,
exactly.
The other one that was not, I wouldn't say monumental in your career, but the Derek Jeter stuff with you umpiring some of his games. You were there for when you beat Lou Gehrig's record of hits, and then you were there for the 3,000th. There's something going on with you and Jeter, because those are two great things. Tell us a little bit about those moments.
Well, the funny thing was, the 3,000th hit, I wasn't supposed to be there. I joined that crew for that series.
Wow, what a good crew to join.
Yeah, and so it was like, who was going to have the plate on his 3,000th hit? Well, it turned out it wasn't me. I was on second base, and he gets a knock. Okay. I think did he get 3 hits that day?
Yes.
Yeah. So he's got 2 knocks. Okay. I think it's his third time, his last time up is he hit the home run. And I'm working second base. And he hits the home run, and it's my ball to cover. And it wasn't one that, it's going to land in the second deck or a monument.
It was close.
It was, yeah.
It was right up there.
So I got to go out on it, see it, I call it, and then go, how am I going to get in this picture? So if you watch the video, you can see me sprinting, probably the fastest I've ever run, back in so I could see him touch second base.
Wow.
Yeah.
How loud was that crowd when it was?
Oh, it was
one of the loudest.
Yeah. Then I had the All-Star game after that, his last season, and he comes up. Did he lead off the game for the American League? I think he did.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. So Jason, is it Jason LaCroix? Mm-hmm. The catcher.
Mm-hmm.
He's catching for the National League. And we're standing back as he gets in the box and starts scratching. We back up, and the place is going bonkos.
Yeah.
And he's going, "Come on, guys, let's go." Nah, that ain't happening.
Right.
And he's going, come on, guys. And of course I got a mic on, but the crowd is so loud that they knew we were talking, but they couldn't get the audio of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That loud.
Yeah.
Did you ever get a chance to exchange anything with Derek Jeter?
No.
No, not much.
No.
I mean, but
What do you mean exchange?
Well, just like talk to him at all. Or,
oh yeah.
Yeah. How was that?
I mean, you're on the field and
Yeah. Good to see you, Gary. Good to see
yeah,
you, Gary.
yeah. What's up? Or there's some sort of delay, and you have me standing there, and he'll talk, personable,
Wow. I mean, one thing that just popped in my mind. Did you ever get a chance, knowing what you've been through in the historic career, to go back and talk to that guy that told you need to stay in school, and then you have this illustrious career? You should be like, yeah, that school thing.
Oh yeah. I mean, I knew Vince from the time I was about third grade, and they lived right down the street from me. So yeah.
What'd he say? Yeah, you were right.
Well,
Not quite.
I got into minor league baseball, and he thought I was nuts. What the heck are you doing that for? Why don't you get a real job? I heard that all the time.
Jeez,
I heard
what a
that
thing
all
to
the time.
say.
Well,
Yeah.
you go away for the first year was 3 months. Then after that, it was 5 and 6 months, and you come home, and I substitute teach and work football, boys and girls basketball. So I mean, I was busy.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there. Why don't you get a real job? Oh, I heard that. Oh, I couldn't count how many times.
Yeah.
Well, when are you going to get a real job?
I'm going through that right now with, like we were talking before about the podcast and sports broadcasting. I get that a lot, but I make it work. So it's tough when you're trying to live out a dream and somebody kind of doesn't put you down, but it's like, oh, that's a cheap jab.
Yeah, but
It shouldn't matter.
no.
Yeah. You know what you gotta do.
in some cases, it's like, when are you going to leave town?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Good
got
point.
to see Arizona, Florida, the upper Midwest. Double A, I was in the Eastern League. That was an area of the country I'd never been to. And get to see those big cities and those people.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got the AAA, and so then I was even stretched out more. But yeah, I got to go places and see things that you never would have got. And that's, I tell guys, go to umpire school. Finish college, go to umpire school.
Yeah. Why not?
You want to umpire, go to umpire school.
Got something to fall back on too if you finish school. Yeah.
Exactly. And you get to do something that, hey, when you're old and on the rocking chair, you can tell stories about being in Walla Walla, Washington, or Wisconsin Rapids, Wisconsin, Nashua, New Hampshire, and nobody. Right. Well, first of all, you can lie all you want to about it.
Yeah.
Because there ain't nobody can call you on it. Yeah. But yeah, experience life a little bit, because once you've taken the next step and you got married and got kids, and that opportunity is
It's gone.
pretty much disappeared.
Mm-hmm. When in 2015 and 2019 you were the crew chief for the World Series, what's it like being the crew chief and arguably the kind of the boss of the crew when you're in that big zone?
Let's see. Dallas, you take care of the transportation from the hotels to the ballpark and ballpark back to the hotels. And then
Tommy.
Tommy, you got the hotels covered? Yeah, I already talked to him.
That's all it is.
And let's see. Game time is 5:05. We got to be there by 3. We'll leave at 2:30. Okay.
Deal.
I mean, these guys have, all done the job, and there's probably another crew chief or 2 crew chiefs working on the crew. And that's basically what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's the other stuff that you have to, but that's situational that would maybe come up. and that's where being the crew chief that you got to step in.
Yeah. Is there any moments that you had to step in like that during those World Series that you can remember?
Well, we had the Dave Martinez ejection in the ninth inning of the seventh game of the eighth inning. But other than that, no.
What was that like?
Yeah, it was nuts.
That would be. Wow.
He didn't like an interference call that one of the crew made. Guy was running well inside the line, got hit by the ball.
Ooh.
And he didn't think that the guy should be out. So that's it in a nutshell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got you. I read you. Were you ever working behind the plate when the last pitch was thrown in the World Series and it's like, okay, boom, it's over, they won, anything like that?
No. Oh, a game or the last game of the World Series?
Last game of the World Series.
No. In fact, my 4 World Series, I only had 2 plate jobs.
Really?
Yeah. You get grief for it that you skated, didn't have to work the plate. Well, my first World Series, I had game 5. Okay. It was a 4-game sweep.
Oh.
The next World Series, I had game 6.
Okay.
And it went 7. Okay. So I had plate job there, and that was a home run walk-off in extra innings. That was the third baseman for St. Louis.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
not Pujols?
No,
not Pujols.
He was first baseman. Well,
Chris
anyway,
Carpenter? No.
No.
Oh gosh, I can't think.
Yeah, well, it made front page of the cover of Sports Illustrated.
You were in there?
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. I'll have to look that up. Might have to have you sign that.
He had the double to tie the game in the 9th. And then I think it was the 11th. He hit a game-winning home run. The heck was his name? Really good player. Yes, I'm getting old.
Yeah, well, hey, you look great.
I'm getting old. But so that one ended. Then the last one. Oh no! Then the next one was the Mets, Kansas City, and I had game 6. It only went 5. And then the last one went 7. So yeah, I had a plate job in that one, but give me grief because I didn't get to work the plate.
Yeah, it's predetermined.
Yeah, and I say, well, if you're good enough, you work the back end. You work the important games.
Yes.
And that's what you got the World Series this year. You got the All-Star game. No, last year they picked the best umpires. This year they just gave it to anybody.
Yeah.
I like that. And I don't know how many people believe that, but people are gullible.
Oh, very much.
And I use that line all the time.
That's a great line to use. Yeah. Last couple questions. Do you have a favorite memory while you were in the league with a player that you can share?
With a player? No, nothing comes up. There's a lot of players that like to talk.
Yeah.
And have some real good chop busting conversations. Like the day I did the splits at third base in Kansas City. And let's see, I think Moustakis and I had a running dialogue for the rest of the game.
Moose, yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of guys that were, very gregarious. Ken Griffey Jr., Moustakis.
Yep.
Perez, the catcher.
Catcher for the Royals, yeah.
Yeah. He's nonstop. You have to tell him to shut up. The batters would say, could you get him to shut up?
He was just talking trash.
Oh, yeah, he's just talking.
Just talking to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's having a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kirby Puckett. What a piece of work.
What do you mean? What was he doing?
He'd come up to hit one day and he says, "Seed, what's up? You ain't striking me out today." I said, "What did ever give you that idea?" "Well, because he's got to throw 3 pitches, and I'll be damned if I'm going to let 3 pitches go by. I'm putting my bat on one of them."
Yeah.
And then there's George Brett, who, if you're working a plate that day, you were his favorite umpire in baseball. Yeah.
He was just saying that to say it.
He says that every time, his first at bat in every game.
It's razzing you up a little bit, giving you a little back
oh,
massage.
yeah. Getting the catchers, especially the older catchers, just laughing.
Yeah, because they've heard it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like yesterday Dallas wasn't he? But today it's Gary's turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's a lot of great guys.
What about Ken Griffey Jr.? You were going to say something about him.
He's a piece of work. He'd come out and say, you gotta throw out Lou today. We're not going good. And you see, he hasn't shaved in a few days, so he's oh yeah,
Just poking the bear.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah. And he's going, I told him you gotta stand up for us, So oh yeah, I got him primed. And he'd stand out there and laugh.
Yeah.
And he'd laugh. Oh yeah.
Is that the sweetest swing you've ever seen in baseball, Ken Griffey's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. After he got hurt, I think his swing got longer. But yeah, that was him and Bonds, they could put a hurt on a ball.
Yeah.
And at that time it was those two in each league that everybody looked at, that they were destroying balls.
Do you have a favorite ballpark?
Well, I like the old ballparks.
Mm-hmm. So Wrigley, Fenway.
Yeah, now you're done.
Yeah.
Well, you could say Dodger Stadium, but that's kind of a retro old. Always has been. And but the new stadiums got a lot going on around them now. Yeah.
I miss the Metrodome. Wasn't that a fun place?
Yeah, because you knew that you weren't going to freeze in the spring.
Right.
And you knew if it rained, it didn't matter.
Yeah.
That you were going to play. That was why you liked the Dome. The reason you didn't like the Dome is because your legs just killed you.
I bet. Yeah, with that old school turf.
Yeah. And then pretty much everybody gone away from that, but then we got Tampa in the league, and of course they put the sand in it, and they did or rubber or whatever, and they did the same thing in Toronto and Montreal.
That was a bad place.
That was playing on asphalt at the end. I don't know when when was the last time they replaced that carpet, but yeah, that was hard.
Yeah, some players came out and talked about that too.
Yeah, that was hard.
Yeah.
Well, that was why Guerrero.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Vladdy.
Yeah, that was I read it. That was his. I got to get out of here.
What about the place where the San Francisco Giants play? That's got to be kind of a unique place.
Yeah, it is.
With water right in the back.
Yeah, everybody says, "Oh, it's such a beautiful view." Well, when you stand out on the field, you hit on that fence in right field is, everything's 20 feet above your head. You get to see the view. I get to see the top of whatever's out there. Pittsburgh's got a great skyline, got downtown skyline during the day. And you stand there and go, man, that's impressive. And then during the day, you look at the same skyline and go, where did it go?
Right.
It's just, at night, it's just
better.
Oh, definitely. It's Seattle. Okay.
Yeah.
Denver. We called the the one in Phoenix, the largest church in baseball.
Yeah, it's quiet in there. I've been to a lot of games. It's really quiet.
Really quiet.
Yes.
And the Thunderdome in Tampa, called the best tractor pull facility in Major League Baseball.
What do you call it? Why'd you call it that?
Well, it wasn't really built for baseball.
Right.
Yeah. And they had tractor pulls. They had motocross racing in there.
Oh,
during the off season, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
tears everything apart.
Yeah, that's where that came from.
What about a favorite memory with a manager?
Well, I think the Gardenhire one
that's phenomenal.
He was funny, even when he was pissed at you. It tough to keep a straight face.
Mm-hmm.
All that interaction, personal interaction with managers and stuff, gone away with the replays, and it's still there, but not like before.
Back then. Yeah. And that kind of sucks, don't you think?
I do.
Yeah, I do too. I do. Well, listen, Gary, I could talk to you all day, man. This was a true treat for me. Really appreciate it. And from one guy from North Dakota who's got a dream to another guy who's successfully lived out his dream, man, your inspiration, appreciate it. Everybody that comes on Swim Lessons, the podcast, gets asked a question. Leave us with something. So maybe it could be a quote, could be a story about when you were going through a tough time and your back was against the wall, but you made it through. And maybe somebody listening to this can make it applicable to their life.
Oh, wow. Oh. Remember the wife, saying it's hard at home. Got the kids and everything else. And I said, well, you want me to retire? I'll retire and come home. And she goes, not a chance. And she says, if I had you underfoot for 2 years, we'd be divorced. So we do our thing, but I don't know how inspirational it is to anybody.
Yeah.
It kind of tells everybody what kind of person I am.
Yeah.
So that's how marriage has worked for us, is that, being apart and being together,
mm-hmm.
it works for us. It doesn't work for everybody.
Right. Well, that's good.
But, you got a dream, do it. And depending on what your dream is, it doesn't matter. I talked earlier about, this umpiring gig, do it when you come out of college. Other things, it doesn't matter where you are in life. Go do it. Who cares if somebody says, oh, you're going to get the job? Farmer asked me, up working the game, hey, when are you going to get a real job? And I said, well, I kind of got a job like a farmer.
You work certain months out of the year, yeah.
He didn't like that. But other people that were sitting around him thought it was quite funny.
Yeah. Seems like you're quick on your feet.
No,
some of these comebacks.
I was going to say, you haven't seen me run.
I suppose all these years you got to kind of be quick on your feet with some of the stuff you probably had to deal with.
Well, yeah, I think I was gifted with the smart aleck.
Yeah. That's good.
I did see some of my report cards from, the teacher's comments at the end of the year. And I ain't changed much.
Well, listen, Gary, you are the man. This was a true honor and a pleasure, and I appreciate your time, man.
Well, I'll give my boss your number.
Yeah.
And so when
do we get you in trouble?
I never get in trouble. They love me.
Yeah.
Not as much as I love myself. Thanks, Dallas.
Thank you, Gary. That's a wrap. See you, everybody.